how to manage the OBS in Omnevo Backoffice. So you have the URL is momentum.shiftao.com, and you enter this to Google Chrome, and here you have the login screen. You enter your username and your password, and you log in. And to access the OBS settings, you have to go to the side menu, and there you will find the App Ops. And if you click this, it will open a sub menu in which you will find the news broadcast and MSL documents menu. And to publish news, you have to go to news broadcast. And here you will find the past and present news. To create a new one, you will go to the plus sign on the top right hand of the screen. And when you click this, you will see a pop-up screen where you should choose your category, add an image to your news, a title, an introduction, and the news itself. So we choose a category, say global comms, and we choose an image, say fancy image, and you fit this to this rectangle here. That's not the news. You write a title, introduction, and news that you want to communicate to the crew. And when you click on validate, it's waiting for validation. You validate the news, then it's published on the iPad. And the second and more important part of the app is MSL documents. Here you can find your workspaces, which are your main categories. Say this is bar buffet, FC service, health and safety, security, and more and more and more. So to add a main category or a workspace, you have to go to this plus sign here. You click on the plus sign and you enter a name for your workspace and the description of your workspace, and you will select an icon. And you create it, but since we have them here, I will create one. And you have your settings for this workspace. So make sure to make it available for viewing on the iPad Ops app. And here you give access to the groups. So say if it's a finance document, if it's a crewing and dispatch document, if you want DOPS to access it, you can choose all your groups here, and you select your bases. So I gave all accesses to all bases to here. If you click on this, you can see, just say Brussels and P&O, and we create our workspace. So here it is, the FC service. And if you click on this lock sign here, you can see who has the editing rights to this workspace. And to add an editor to this workspace, you go to this button, add access to this workspace, and you click on it. And here you select the user. And here you can unlock the permissions to that user. And here you added a new user with their permissions. And if you click on this arrow, you can see all the documents that are in the workspace /category. And if you click on a file, you can edit the file, delete the file, download or view the file. And if you want to add a new one, you go to this upload icon on the top right hand corner. Also, make sure to make the file available for viewing in the iPad Ops app. Yes, and you can drag and drop a file or just click and select a file. Here, I have this winter gap sheet, so I drag and drop it. I enter a title. Enter a description, enter the activation date and the deactivation date. The activation date is very important because we don't want this app to be cluttered like my iBox, so please make sure to enter the activation date, and you can add tags or keywords for the crew to be able to search the document, and be sure to separate it with a semicolon. So say gap sheets, first class service, this is BP, SP, business, yeah, standard, yeah. And when you click on upload the file, it will take a few seconds for the system to upload your file and publish it in all the iPads of the crew. And that's it.